Um, the banks are in trouble if it's not Stripe, it's be somebody else.
And you love code, but you don't seem to be as bullish on Bitcoin. Do you have any? Can you break it down, like why? Because you're talking about this big database that's more secure for faster transactions. It seems like Bitcoin's hitting at least some of those.
I'm really here there on Bitcoin.
Oh yeah, gua.
Because all these other companies would have at least been delayed or may not have existed.
There's definitely been kind of resurgence in interest as we get into kind of cryptographic, money and Bitcoin and all that, of like interest in this idea, And it's interesting, like software hasn't eaten the banking industry yet. Software's eaten a lot of industries. There's some that it just hasn't, and banking's still there,
Stripe's eating them slowly, but they're doing a pretty good job. The banks are in trouble if it's not Stripe, it's be somebody else.
And you love code, but you don't seem to be as bullish on Bitcoin. Do you have any? Could you break down like why? Because you're talking about this big database that's more secure for faster transactions. It seems like Bitcoin's hitting at least some of those.
I'm neither here nor there on Bitcoin.
What did you think when you read like Satoshi's white paper for the first time? You're like, oh, it's pretty interesting.
That was pretty clever. It's just like the things. Yeah. This always gets like the crypto people angry, but there are transactions that are not within the bounds of the law, and there are obviously many laws in different countries, and normally cash is used for these transactions. But in order for illegal transactions to occur, the cash must also be used for legal transactions. You need an illegal to legal bridge. That's where crypto comes in.
So is it kind of the dark net stuff?
It can't be entirely dark, because otherwise how do you buy normal stuff? And cash these days is used just much rarer. It's hard. It's like increasingly difficult to use cash. Some places you can't use cash at all.
Yeah.
So there's a forcing function for transactions that are illegal, quasi-legal, and in some cases legal. But they've got to have some. It's got to be both legal and illegal. It doesn't count otherwise. Otherwise, you simply it can't just be transactions within an illegal economy. Because how do you buy food in a house or something? You must have a legal to illegal bridge. So where I see crypto as effectively is a replacement for cash, but not as a replacement as a primary. I do not see crypto being the primary database.